Hey, what is up everybody? I am Jason and you watch my channel Micro Investor. So in this video we're going to be talking about cruise line stocks. Now it's been a while since we actually talked about cruise lines. It's been since March of 2020. So since then 2020 has really been a complete pile of burning garbage. But back when we talked about cruise lines at that time, there was a completely different outlook of what cruise lines were going to be. We thought that these were high dividend stocks and that they were just going to be able to ride out the storm because they had a bunch of cash. And well, we didn't expect that cruise lines were not going to be operating from basically that point to still not operating. The stocks that we're going to be talking about in this video are Carnival Cruise Lines, ticker symbol CCL, Norwegian Cruise Lines, ticker symbol NCLH, and Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines, ticker symbol RCL. So if you guys don't mind doing me a huge favor as we get started in this video, please be sure to smash, destroy, and annihilate that like button because it does help me out with the YouTube algorithm and it helps spread this video to more people that might find it interesting, and also subscribe if you have not already. Now let's get to this. So let's look at cruise line stocks over the last year. We'll see the Carnival Cruise Lines and Norwegian Cruise Lines graph is just about the same exact graph. And Royal Caribbean's graph is very similar as well. Now the same thing with all these stocks, they all peaked out in mid-January and then they started to crash after that. Now before the pandemic, cruise line stocks were very popular amongst dividend investors. They paid out a really nice high dividend, and at the same time, cruise line stocks were just considered to be a safe investment because cruise lines, for the most part, they sold themselves. A lot of people wanted to go on cruises, but right now these cruise line companies are not able to set sail. And a lot of people have been buying into their stocks with the possibility that the cruise industry might be operating in December or maybe even in January. And in some countries, the cruise line industry is already operating there. But here in the United States, there still is no sell order until October 31st. But that doesn't mean that anybody is going to be going on cruises anytime soon. There's a few problems with investing in the cruise line stocks. The possibilities they may be back in operation very soon. One of those things being that we thought the same thing back in March, but that ended up not being the case. This has dragged out a lot longer than we originally thought. The other problem is that sure, they might be able to start taking passengers beginning November, but do any of these companies want to be the ones that take on a passenger that could be ill without knowing it, regardless of how many precautions they take, and then more people on the cruise line end up getting sick? No, they're not going to want to take that risk. The other thing being that as more people continue investing into these cruise line stocks, these are companies that are burning through loads of cash every single month. Royal Caribbean alone burns through between $250 and $290 million every single month. Now they're going to want to avoid borrowing more money. What they're going to do when the stock keeps going up because more people continue to invest into it, what they're going to do is that they're going to be offering more shares, which is exactly what Royal Caribbean just recently did. On October 13th, Royal Caribbean stock took a plunge after they announced a total of $1 billion worth of public stock and private convertible debt offerings. This made people cautious of cruise line stocks and created a sell-off and made the other two big cruise line stocks to go down 7% that day. And Royal Caribbean is not even burning through the most cash. That actually goes to Carnival Cruise Lines, who's burning through a whopping $770 million in cash every single month. Now, so far over these last several months, Carnival Cruise Lines has borrowed $12 billion and has issued $1.2 billion in stock. And they've also put up 18 ships for sale. Now in the first week of November, we'll find out how much money Norwegian Cruise Lines has borrowed so far. But last we checked, they're burning through $160 million every single month. Now, one good thing about these cruise line companies is that they have managed to book out quite a bit of trips. Of course, they've had to lower their prices, but there still are people that are interested in traveling with them. Now, personally, I am not invested into any of these cruise line stocks. I at one point did have a position into Carnival Cruise Lines, but I got rid of that just because there was a little bit too much uncertainty for me to continue being interested in investing into it. So I'd like to hear everybody's thoughts on these cruise line stocks. Is there still anybody out there that is still buying shares of them or that is still holding on to shares? And if so, which ones? So I'll leave the video right there. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I have new videos coming out on my channel all the time. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next video coming very soon.